We're up to 4 fans now. Airplane has taken off over here. Oh, look, we got another one. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing an eBay Chinese diesel heater into our 2008 Sprinter van. Here is the goodie box. Comes with a little tank.
Sending unit that we're not going to be using.
We're going to be tapping it directly into our diesel tank, right?
Correct.
Correct. This is the fuel pump it comes with? Fuel pump. Pump us. Some sort of plate. Some stuff for you.
Tire phones.
Another one for you.
Fuel filter.
Fuel filter.
Looks like duct. More duct.
More duct. Duct or duct?
Duct.
Oh, wow, a whole big box of clamps and screws and tie wraps.
Wire harness.
And a little... Oh, look at these little vents too. Yep. These are super cute. I love this thing already.
The actual heater.
Nice red. Super sick. Oh, with a little... Comes with a little screen.
We got the 5K W.
Our tactic is going to be putting it under the passenger seat. We chose to put a diesel heater in this van because we know firsthand how shitty it is when you're freezing cold at night. In our other van, we did not install a diesel heater. We just had we actually ended up getting like a Mr. Buddy portable heater because we had some nights in there that it was 17 degrees inside of the van. Do you know what it is to be freezing outside and then you come inside of your home and you're still freezing? Well, we do, and we know that we don't want that to happen again. Now, we went with this diesel heater because...
Well, we went with this one because the S-Bar, which is what everybody uses, is $1,000, and this one is $130.
We decided to go with this guy and then just update some of the parts to make it better. There are 2 main things that we are upgrading to beef up this system. Number 1, this is the fuel line that it came with, which looks like a fish tank. That's like air hose. So we got
this 3/16 inch fuel line, which I think is going to be a lot better.
Much more heavy duty fuel line, and like literally this, I don't even know what, I guess 150 bucks. What do you want? Number 2, this is the fuel filter that this thing comes with. We beefed it up to this one.
Napa Gold filter. I don't know, it just seems a little more, this one just seems Mickey Mouse.
Hopefully this one is a little bit better, and yeah, so those are the 2 upgrades we got going here. The intake tubing goes in. This is where the fuel line connects, and then it will be at some point the fuel pump, and then somewhere else the fuel filter. This is where it's going to plug into our actual tank. Then this is the exhaust, which goes out. What is this, a little muffler thingy thing?
Muffler, yeah.
Looks like one of those fart tubes that you stick under the seats. Here is where it sucks in. This will be where it connects to the harness, and I'm assuming this will connect to here. And this is the out exhaust. I think we're ready, and I think we have to remove the seat. For our seat, they are E14s. It looks like you got to take the seatbelt off to get the seat off, so whoop, let's not lose that. This is a T. I don't remember the number. You have it.
T50.
T50. You kind of got to play with this a little because there's a little tab in there. It needs to come like straight out kind of thing. They're like, there she is. Jason's really strong and likes to do it all by himself. So we're thinking the only way that this is going to fit in here is this angled way. We're going to place this guy, which has all the screw holes, in the spot. A lot of the videos that we've seen have been the S-Par ones, and they're smaller heaters, and they've been putting the plates this way. Ours won't work because it will just hit the walls. So we're gonna make the marks here and just drill some holes and hope that it clears the frame.
If not, we have a welder.
Great lines. This is gonna be the trickiest one that we're not sure if it's gonna be hitting the frame or not. Right, bro.
It's the floor.
You see the floor? Really? Yay! Drill holes are made for the piping. We're going to use a hole saw. 1 1/8 hole saw is what we are using for the center holes. That's the floor down there. These are what's going to secure the heater so it doesn't rock and roll all over the place inside of this thing. Cool trick.
Cool trick. The real way would be to tighten that one all the way.
Put 2 nuts on there and then tighten the top nut, tightens the bottom.
Sitting.
The bottom? Oh, right here.
You know how we fix that?
Matiaso, my favorite. Wow, that was easy. Hammer time this a little bit so that way the hose wouldn't be too kinked. And then this is gonna come like this way. Bing, 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 bing.
This is what we're working with from the bottom. A little close to the frame there, but I think it'll work.
Our fuel tank has an auxiliary line to be able to plug into.
As a reference for location, this is the filler tube, and it's right above it. Pops right off. They do sell an attachment that goes on there, but I don't think we need it.
We'll find out shortly. I love the cobwebs down here. There she blows. Alright, this line is a little bit more rigid than the one that it came with, so we're gonna have to slightly heat up the tip to hopefully soften it just a little bit. Don't go crazy, Jason. Just to be able to get it to slide on. Think this is gonna work? We only got it on halfway. We're not gonna leave it like this. We're gonna get the connector piece, but for right now, it's enough to hold it on there and run the rest of the setup, so that way it's ready to go and we just need to swap out this little connection piece.
So right now, I think the best way is going to be to follow this cross member, the transmission cross member, so we avoid the drive shaft and the exhaust.
By the way, we have about 8.5 feet of fuel line. That doesn't get hot?
Nope.
The fuel pump also comes with this little like shock absorber thing. We'll see how good it is.
Sometimes I wish I was an octopus, you know?
What do you need me to do? All you need to do is speak. I don't know what you need.
Go up there and push that bolt down.
Ay, ay, ay.
Exactly.
I guess I'll go do that now. I keep getting stuck down here. Oh, you drilled it right on the rim, the edge.
I did on purpose.
You did? Oh, to put it on an angle?
Yep.
Wow.
Can you move the camera so I can see what I'm doing?
Sure. Alright, so from the fuel tank we ran the fuel line up that way. Tie wrapped it over there, and then we came over here and we dropped it into the transmission cross member. There was already like a little drain hole there. We just made the hole bigger and added a grommet, so that way the fuel line could run under the cross member and protect it a little bit more. Mounted it against that far wall. Put another one over here. Before it came out of the cross member again, this is where we broke the line and added the fuel filter. You want to make sure both sides are tight, and then we popped another hole on the side of the cross member here. We went straight up and over this circle, which if you have this van, you know that this is a like a little bin thing. And then here is where we mounted the fuel pump. This bolt is directly inside of the seat, and then this is the line that comes out, and then it's just gonna boop, plug right into the little fuel tap thing here from the heater, and then we're good. In order to get this little wire, a hole for this little wire, you have to put this entire connector through a hole down to the bottom of the van. So we're trying to avoid that. Another silly thing is that they made the wires the exact same color, so we're going to mark it so we know which one goes where. We couldn't pop these out, so we're going to cut the part that's inside of the cab, and then we're going to rewire it once we get just this little tube. It doesn't make any sense to make a hole this big when the wire is this big. You see that? That is a cloud storm waiting to just pour on us. Typical South Florida weather around here, but it doesn't scare us. We're gonna keep on working. Jason said double time.
Hot.
You hear that? That means thunderstorms are coming. That means you better move those little fingers faster. Come on, Nelly, get in there, get in there.
Bing.
There's a little grommet in here for us.
Watch your fingers.
Yep. Rah! Rah, push.
Got it? Pull on the wires.
I'm trying. You gotta push up a little bit more. Hold on, because the screwdriver. Try to pull it out slowly. Pull the screwdriver out slowly, slowly, slowly.
Cool.
Got it. The rain is coming. Hide. We ran it through the little hole that was already here. So now it's inside of the box. And the connection can be safe in here. Whoa, those are really small. We haven't used those yet in this bag of tricks. Why did you, is that just because of the really small wires?
And then it crimps like that.
Heat shrink, ouch, that was hot. I'm a baby.
I know.
Warming me up. Heat shrink it, shrink it, shrink it, shrink it. A little bit of electrical tape just to be extra certain. I tend to err on the side of caution when it comes to anything electrical. I'm always the one that's like, are you sure this is safe? He's always
She's always doubting me.
And Jason's always like, yes, nothing's gonna happen. And I'm just like, are you sure? You know, like, electrical freaks me out a little bit, but hopefully it'll be good.
We're just gonna cover the connections.
What are you using?
Some dielectric grease.
Jason says they're not like super heavy duty waterproof connectors. Temporary slowdown here for the rain. We'll just do a quick water break and then, you know, we'll be right back. I think, okay, I'm out of the way. I think this is a bigger water break than we anticipated, guys. And just like that, we are back. Because we're in the van, we ran a 16 gauge wire all the way through to our back panel with a breaker, and then this is what we are going to be replacing this little wire with. Good?
Yep. How's that?
It's a little too high, but it'll work. Organization is key. Making a cute little bundle, and then we'll tie wrap it so it can stay out of the way. Came with tie wraps and everything. So this is the 12 volt that we ran from the back of the van batteries and the breaker panel, which we're just gonna connect to the red and the black on the wiring harness that the heater came with. Red with red, black with black. You know the drill. These are all heat shrunk up and good to go. 3-inch hole saw for this vent. Good thing you got those Milwaukee freaking hole saw kit, huh? Hey.
Black Friday sale.
Nice. What do you get? You paid $50 for that whole kit, right?
$50 for 21 holes.
Best. What are you gonna showcase? You're gonna showcase it?
I'm gonna get the...
Oh, best $50 you've ever spent?
No.
No?
No. I think there's better hole saws out there.
Oh.
I wouldn't recommend.
Really? I feel like they work good.
Yeah, they work.
Okay. Good luck. Yeesh. Halfway through.
Halfway through. I didn't even touch it.
You got it. This guy always is bleeding. Now he's bleeding on his hand. Jason, you have all the metal flakes in your hand? High five! High five! That was a little sketchy. To seal the circles of the holes that we made, Jason is going to put this silicone gasket maker. It's up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit, so it shouldn't be an issue with the heat down there. Make sure to cover the holes so that way when you push it through all the goo, it doesn't go inside of the heater. Check out this cute little remote controller it comes with too. So this is good because if you're not in the area up at the front to control it like this, we can just keep this in the back in bed and turn it on or off as we please. Down here, there's more sealant. This is the intake tube. Ran it down over there. It's protected like by the wheel well-ish. Tie wrapped it to this other wire, which is secured over here so that it stays over there out of the way. Fuel line ran into the fuel pump. Then here is the other end of the fuel pump going into the actual heater. This is the exhaust running out into the little fart canister thing. These vans have little drain holes from the inside, like runners and side panels and stuff, so make sure you watch out for those because you don't want to like put it right into a drain hole and then all the exhaust just goes back into the van. We saw this hole here, and then on this side there's holes up here and up here, so we kind of picked a middle spot. We ended up flattening out the bracket that it came with to be able to mount it to this, and it's past this little line a bit, so hopefully it will just out it goes. This is that little grommet hole that Jason sliced to run the wiring harness. That will do. So what are the rules to turn this thing on?
You turn it on.
Jason is in the back right now plugging up the heater cable, which should turn this on. However, we just remembered that we do not have a full tank of gas, so we're not sure if we're going to throw an error and need to go put some gas in the can.
On.
I feel air. Shit's blowing out at me. There's a whole manual we could read. I was just trying to shut it off by holding the power button and it wasn't working. It worked once.
Okay.
At least I get to put our bench to use. Without cushions, it's kind of uncomfortable, not gonna lie, but with the cushions, it's gonna be good to go. All right, we made it back, fueled up. Let's try this again. Is it filling? Yeah. Sounds like it's pumping. We got it to turn on and run, but the problem we're having is that the fuel filter is not filling up with fuel, so we think it needs to be primed.
It just filled up now and I took the thing off.
Sounds like it's working, it's just not hot air. We're gonna have to do a little bit more manual. Excuse me. We're gonna have to do just a little bit more manual reading to figure this out. So we'll do all the heavy lifting and then come back tomorrow and let you know whether we got some freaking heat in this van or what. We are back, and I'm pretty sure I know how to work this thing now. Hey Jason, watch and learn. This is our time here, and then if you click okay. This is the ambient temperature, which is showing Celsius. If you hit both of these, it goes to whatever this P is. So if you want Celsius, hit the two things and then it'll show that. So that's our ambient temperature. This is our set temperature of what the van. Should we lower it? Maybe?
No, leave it there.
Leave it at 35?
Crank that.
Okay. It's gonna get
It's
hot.
like 100 degrees.
Really? No, that's too hot.
Let it warm up, yeah. Let it cook.
Let's do 30. That's the voltage, no errors. All right, so once we're here, we turn this guy on. The little plug is showing that it's heating up. You just let it do its thing. The pump clicked on, and you see the little green pumper down there, and you'll hear it. That is the one thing about this. Like, even though I was able to figure out a lot of the settings, sometimes I can't get it to turn off. I don't know, I'm not really sure.
It has a cool down period. I don't know how many times it has.
As you heard from Jason yelling from underneath, apparently has a cooldown period, but you have no idea what I'm talking about because I'm saying that the thing won't actually say off on the screen. Nothing will happen is what I mean when I click the off button. Anyways, it is now throwing warm air. Still not hot. Does smell a little funky, but it's got to burn off all that stuff, so we're just going to keep it running. We got some smoke pouring out now.
The ambient temperature on this is around 72.
72 degrees Fahrenheit, though.
Fahrenheit.
This only reads Celsius. This is showing 23 degrees.
Don't worry about that. That's why we have American technology here.
Oh, look, we got another one. It just bumped up to 3. It's climbing like as we're watching it. Look, it's going up 80, 90. We're up to 4 fans now. Airplane has taken off over here. Oh, look, we got another one. 5. I think we're just missing one more fan. Definitely got some hot air coming out now. This is piping.
You know what we should do though?
It's at 180 degrees. It's
You know
gonna
what we
crack.
should do?
What?
Cut this wire and put it like a switch here.
For what?
Because you know how it doesn't turn off?
Yeah. We got full. It's full now. We want to close all the doors and hear how loud it is in there. Ooh, my legs are nice and warm. I like this thing.
You can feel it instantly getting hot in here.
It's definitely working. This shit is hot in here already. It's only been like 10-15 minutes. Got it to work. We just needed to prime the system a little bit more. We are going to let this run for probably like an hour. You want to make sure you burn off all that nasty stuff in there. So we have heat in the van. Jason, are you excited?
Yeah.
No more cold icicle nights. We literally had like just blankets on blankets. Super excited that we got this guy successfully installed. Hopefully we showed you guys something that makes this eBay Chinese diesel heater a good solution for you guys. Beef it up a little bit and make it work, save you guys a couple $100. We're gonna let the airplane run. If you guys want to see a little bit more on how we have been building this van, make sure you guys check out the links in the description or the 30-day van build playlist. It's coming together really nice. If this video helped you guys out, smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, and turn those notifications on for new van build videos every single Sunday. Although the van build is wrapping up, so it's gonna turn into like travel videos. Also, links to this stuff will be down in the description. We did get our heater directly off eBay, so I'll put that link as well as an Amazon link. If you do click that one, we get a small percentage, so appreciate that. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Later.
It melted the thermometer, went all the way around.
I told you it was hot as shit in there. You don't listen to me ever. We had it running for over an hour. It is piping hot in there.